This is a list of the celebrity deaths that have impacted me the most. There's a content warning as 3 of these people have committed unalive, so discretion is advised. There have been many, many celebrity deaths, none more or less deserving of being on anyone's list, but these are the ones that got more of a visceral reaction out of me. These are the ones that were more than, oh, that's too bad, or oh no, such a shame. There are no rankings, there are no honorable mentions, but I will have more to say about some rather than others. So, without any further ado,
I hope you're ready for a show about death!
Eartha Kitt. I watched Casro's video about her life, and that's the tragedy. She left the world the way she entered it, screaming. People my age loved her movies like The Emperor's New Groove, Holes, and Harriet the Spy, but we had no idea. Billy Kametz. He was too young to die from stage 4 colon cancer. He was only 3 days older than me, and I'm not even getting screened for that yet. We need to start screening sooner.
I am Ferdinand von Ayer. As I have told you on multiple occasions, I am Ferdinand von Ayer.
You sure were, buddy. Betty White. The last surviving Golden Girl who almost made it to 100. She was an icon who, whenever she would have died, would have been gone too soon. Ruth Bader Ginsburg. The world is a worse place without her in it. I saw a commercial on PBS for a show where the protagonists go back in time to talk to famous people, and RBG was one of them. The fact that you would now have to go back in time to do that stings the most. That shouldn't be right. Madeline Kahn. She was a legendary comedian and singer you may best know as the Flames lady from the Clue movie, Mrs. White. I like A Bug's Life because it's one of the last things she was in. Justin Juwario Carmichael. Much like another entry on this list, I was devastated when I heard he committed unalive. But then we found out what he was actually like, so it almost became a moot point. Still a tragedy. Monty Ohm. A legendary machinimator and a creative mind that we lost far too soon due to a rogue allergic reaction during a routine surgery. I've talked about him before, and his legacy will continue to live on. Kazuki Takahashi. Another creative mind who didn't deserve to go out like he did, although he died a hero. I've made a video about him before as well. He died from a shark attack while saving others. John Ritter. When I found out he died, I wore black to school that day. I'd only see him on 8 Simple Rules, but that was enough for me. I'm pretty sure he would have been cast as Penny's father on The Big Bang Theory if he had lived, seeing as how Katie Sagal was cast as her mom. Tui Trong. I was watching an episode of Power Rangers Time Force, and at the end of it was a black screen that said, "In memory of Tui Trong." I lost my mind. She'd always been my favorite. I later found out that she died in a car crash because she wasn't wearing her seatbelt. That should make me like her less, but it doesn't. Possibly because I don't know all the information about it. Jason David Frank. Unlike Tui, his death made me angry. I watched Power Rangers to not have to think about my mom going to the hospital after a failed attempt at unalive. Now one of them, a parent going through a rough time who would rather be with the loved ones he has lost rather than the living ones, succeeds at taking his own life. That hit way too close to home, and I felt betrayed. Robin Williams. I couldn't believe he was dead. I thought to myself, I didn't know he was sick. I didn't think he was that old. I never would have thought that someone that full of life would prefer to be dead. And of course, as soon as I'm done writing this, Maggie Smith and Ken Page died.
You're doomed! Enjoy the singing! The sword of Damocles is swinging! And if I hear your cell phone ringing, I'll kill you myself!